Hello, this is NinjaBob, and welcome to a Trophy Town Survival Series episode. And today we are starting down here on the purple floor of my basement, which is it's meant to be my farm floor. You can see here I'm stood here surrounded by potatoes, I think, and then there's the pumpkins over in the background, some carrots over there. There's supposed to be wheat and sugar and everything down here, but, well, you're probably fed up with me talking about it now, but I really have been limited on game time lately, and yeah, we've not got the work finished down here that I was meant to get done. In fact, the same goes for pretty much my entire world, actually. It's starting to get a bit sad, really, but I will start making time soon. I really will. But this is my farming level. This is I don't know whether anything's dropped down here today. There is a beastie spawner just up there, and they fall to their death all the way down at the bottom of my basement. But yeah, this is where all my farming is meant to happen. And the reason we're starting here is because it kind of relates to today's monument. We are going to be building the Time to Farm trophy monument. Time to Farm is a pretty basic. Oh, look! What's this? This has got to be Anfield Angel again, hasn't it? She loves her redstone. This is obviously something that's work in progress. I have no idea what this contraption is meant to be or going to be. I'm not going to touch it though, because I'll probably break it, so I'll leave that be. So yeah, I've been down here today collecting up some seeds and some potatoes. I've also got some carrots on me, because we're going to need them for today's build. And like I say, the trophy is Time to Farm, which is a pretty basic bronze trophy that you get for constructing a hoe. So we're not going to waste too much time on this, to be honest. I'm starting to get excited about all the different silver and gold trophies that we're going to do monuments for soon. So I don't want to waste too much more time on bronze ones. So I've got something in mind today, and I'm hoping that we can get it complete in one episode. It's going to be a pretty simple build. It's a pretty simple design. But yeah, hopefully it's going to be. It's sort of a pixel art thing, but not quite. Hello, Brian. Hello, mate. How are you doing? You okay? You coming with me today? Yeah. Have you made your mind up about your friend out here, the other ocelot? Do you want me to tame him or not? You haven't said anything, so I'm guessing not for the time being, but it's up to you, buddy. If you want me to tame him so you can have a cat friend around the house, that's entirely fine. You just got to let me know somehow. Meanwhile, let's just say a quick hello to Steve and Cassandra. Hello, Steve and Cassandra. I do have one quick thing I need to do before we get on the road, and that is we need to make myself a new spoon. My old one died when we was getting prepared for this video, so we've got myself a new spoon. I've also repaired my bow and arrow, which was running very, very low, so I've used a few of my levels to do that. It is a cool bow. It doesn't have infinity on it, which is a bit of a shame. But apart from that, it's a very good bow. It has flame, punch, and power, so it's pretty good. Oh, it's so laggy here in my house now. It's all that redstone stuff. I should probably get rid of it, to be honest, but never mind. Hopefully 4J will fix it soon. I've been in Twitter conversation with 4J this week, telling them all about the bugs and the problems I've been having. Hopefully, not that they're going to listen to me more than they'll listen to you or anybody else, but it was nice of them to listen to my complaints, because there have been a lot of problems lately. I don't know if anybody else has experienced it, but I've had problems with the game crashing, and when it crashes, it wipes out your save game, which is pretty disastrous, really. But fortunately, I do have PlayStation Plus, so I automatically back up daily. So I've lost my world a couple of times, including this one, Trophy Town. But fortunately, I've always got a backup which is no more than 1 day old. So that's pretty cool. It makes me very glad that I pay for the subscription on PlayStation, because otherwise Trophy Town would be gone 2 or 3 times over by now. Anyway, enough talking. Let's get on the road and let's head over to Trophy Town so we can start on this new bronze trophy. What are we doing for time wise? No, I think we're okay. It's still daylight, so let's get going. We'll probably be dark by the time we get there, but that's fine. We'll have a quick sleep when we arrive. So I have had my visitor centre open this weekend, so hopefully most of you have had an opportunity to get on. I know 1 or 2 people have already been on my Twitter and commenting that they didn't manage to get on this time. I know it's tricky, and I've not managed to get visitor centre open anywhere near as often as I planned. It was supposed to be a weekly thing, at least once a week, if not 2 or 3 times a week. But like I say, I don't want to keep going on, but I'm not getting much time to play at the moment, unfortunately. So, and that includes having time to get on and open up the visitor centre. I have, however, managed to extend the visitor centre a little bit, so that at least there's something for you to see when you get online and get to my world. So let's have a quick sleep, and then I'm going to quickly show you what's what. You're right there. Oh, you're sitting on the furnace, are you? Okay, I guess it's a little bit warm. I'd forgotten there was a furnace there actually tucked in that corner, but yeah, I should make use of that. Anyway, before we go too far, I need to add somebody to the tribute trail. Now, this one's a slightly unusual one. I don't normally do this, but I'm going to be adding today someone called Leah. Now, Leah is actually a distant relative of mine, and when I say distant, I don't mean sort of distant in the normal sense. What I mean is she lives a really, really, really long way away from me, nearly 300 miles. In fact, probably more than 300 miles. So I haven't seen her for a very long time. It's not like I can pop in and visit every day. But I found out very recently that Leah is a huge Minecraft fan, and she's a fan of my videos too. So Leah, I'm glad you love Minecraft. I do too, and I'm glad you enjoy my videos. So yeah, welcome to the Tribute Trail. Brian, let's go and show everybody the new visitor centre, shall we? Or the extended visitor centre. It's over this way. I shouldn't have come this way, really. I should have stuck to the path, and I could show you the monuments as well for those that haven't seen them before. There's nothing too spectacular here, I have to admit, but what it does give you is just slightly more access, so that you can basically come down. Let me dig this through. Actually, let me smash this through. What you can do is this tunnel here leads all the way back to the visitor centre, which is where you first spawn. So if you've seen the previous videos, you'll know that there's a huge spawn area that I've carved out. So you arrive in there, and then there's this massive long tunnel that comes all the way down here. This tunnel has been closed up until this weekend. It's been completely closed, but I opened it up this weekend, and those who were lucky enough to get on and visit my world were able to come up here, and they've met by this sign that says hello, more viewing areas coming soon. And there will be I will be doing much more stuff, but basically they'll be able to come along, they'll be able to see getting wood, they'll be able to see the back of my zombie villager's head, they'll be able to see the new what's it called? The Acquire Hardware store over in the background there, cow tipper, the top of benchmarking. Benchmarking is still under construction, by the way. I don't know what DJ Big Nose is doing, but whatever it is, I'm guessing it's going to be big because he's still at it. There's our Hot Topic monument. So, yeah, not great, but at least there's a little bit more to be able to see when you do get to visit my world. I am going to be building some stuff that's higher up so that you'll be able to see a little bit more when you arrive. And higher up is going to be good for this, because it's going to be another pixel art set into the ground. We've done this once before. We did this with the time to mine. So I've decided to sort of repeat the theme a little bit with time to farm. I'm just having something to eat here because I've lost the ability to sprint. Time to mine is over here. If you've not seen it before, it's a pixel art of a pickaxe, a bit like that one, but sunk into the ground. And it's actually a ravine. Look at that. It goes all the way down, and there's lava down there, and there's diamonds and all sorts. And there's a mine shaft, an abandoned mine shaft. Let's go down here. This is the path to the getting an upgrade monument. If you come down here round this way, and that's the time to mine, you can work your way down inside that ravine and see from underneath. Well, today's is not going to be quite that complicated. Like I say, it's going to be a little bit simpler, I think. I'd laid this out originally in stone, but I've decided that actually, seeing as this is a the trophy is for constructing a hoe, but specifically it's for constructing a hoe from planks and sticks. So I'm going to put the surrounding area out of planks. Brian, you sit down, mate, while I'm swinging this pickaxe around. I don't want any more accidents. We're going to dig a way through here. And I'm going to replace all of this with birchwood. Now, you don't have to specifically use birchwood, but I'm using birchwood because it's the lightest colour, and I want a bit of contrast between this and the pixel art of the hoe. So the hoe is going to be made of a farm. That might seem a slightly odd thing to do. I realise that, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to put dirt down to place down. I'm going to place down dirt. Sorry, let me get my words in order, shall I? Going to get dirt placed down so that it marks out the shape of a hoe. And then what we're going to do is plant different seeds for the different types of materials that are used in the design of a hoe. So at some point I'll put one up on the screen. In fact, I'll put one up on the screen while I'm doing this now. So you can see the basic shape. It's got the wooden handle. And you can see the sort of different colours on the outside and the inside. So I'm going to try and sort of show that in different types of... oh, I've gone miles too far here. Let's go over here. It needs to match up with this corner. This is basically just a frame for it, basically. So this isn't really part of the build. I guess I could have done without this, really. I could have just had the dirt. But I wanted it to stand out sort of as clearly as we possibly could. So what I'm going to do is going to go around here like this and place that. Like this and place that. Like that and like this. Now then, let's see if we can follow the pattern. Let's get some dirt out here. We're going to start in this corner, and we are going to start along like this with a piece of dirt. So dirt, and we're going to go along here 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's the handle. That's the centre part of the handle. So now we just need to fatten it out like this. Like, there we go. So that's the handle part. Now hopefully I've left myself enough room. I'm fairly sure I did, but we'll soon find out, because now we're going to go around the corner a little bit. We're going to go to here like that, and then we're going to turn and go 1, 2 like so. That's looking good so far. That's the point of the hoe just there, and then we're going to go back 1, 2 and 3 like that. Then we need to start going back on ourselves, so back this way. And then there's this sort of funny sort of pointy bit here where it goes to 1, 2, 3. That one's wrong, don't need that one there. And then it goes 3 in the opposite direction, 1, 2, 3 like that. And then it goes back on itself there. There we go. And that's basically the shape of a hoe there. And I know it's kind of hard to tell, but part of the reason I've done this sunk into the ground is so that you can hopefully get a slightly better view of it from above when you're up on the path. So let's go back up here, and hopefully you'll see what I mean. When you're up here, it's not going to be perfect, but there you go. Look, you can see the basic outline of it there, and it's in its frame. You know what? That frame doesn't need to go anywhere near that far that way. I'm gonna trim that back a bit, because I had to dig a bit too close to my hot topic, and I wasn't really happy with that. Now that we've got the hoe laid out, we can get rid of these, and we can move the frame back slightly. I guess it's because it's longer than it is wide. That's what it is. I'd made it a square, but it doesn't need to be. It doesn't need to be. So that's good. That's good. So let's get this marked out, and what we're going to do is just going to fill out the outside area with wood. And like I say, really all the wood is doing is just giving us a bit of contrast, because once we've dug this away, there's not going to be a huge amount of detail in the pixel art itself. Let me see if this is working. I think. Yeah, it's kind of difficult to tell because it's all turned into grass at the moment, but it won't be grass. It's going to be, I'm going to use wheat through the middle for the handle part. That's the wrong thing. Let's grab my axe. There we go. We're going to use wheat through the middle. Then we're going to use, I think we'll probably use carrots as sort of the outline of the handle and the outline of the blade as well. And then for the blade itself, we will use potatoes. So it's not a massive amount of difference. They're all green, basically. It's all going to be green on the mud, on the tealed mud. But at least there'll be a little bit of change from one material to the next, so you get a little bit of, like I say, a bit of contrast. So it stands out nicely. Let's see. Hopefully, I've got enough birch with me. I guess I could have done spruce really around here, because spruce would be the right colour for the Bronze Boulevard. Everything on Bronze Boulevard is done of spruce because it's supposed to look a bit like bronze. But I was worried there wouldn't be enough contrast with spruce. Spruce is very dark. It looks a little bit mud actually. We've got one last stack. Hopefully this is going to be enough. It looks a little bit like, it's the same sort of colour as tealed mud. Once you've used the hoe on dirt, it goes a very dark brown, and it's very similar colour. I am also going to be taking a bit of a gamble here, because you'll have noticed I've not put down any water. Now, for an efficient farm, you definitely want water placed down. But to be honest, you've seen my real farm. My real farm is under my house. I don't need an efficient farm. This really is going to be just for show. I might farm it occasionally, I guess, but not really. It'll be too awkward. Every time I dig it up, I'm going to have to try and remember the pattern again, which is going to be really, really difficult. But there we go. That's all our birch down in place. So hopefully, there you go, look, hopefully you can see the shape now a little bit more clearly. If I stand up on the bushes here, you should get a pretty good view. There you go. So now what we're going to do is we're going to get our hoe, and let's grab some seeds. Let's start with the wheat seeds. There's a hoe. I only made a stone hoe because I'm not going to need to... I was tempted to make a diamond one because I like having diamond stuff, but a diamond hoe is really, really, really unnecessary. Just a waste of materials. So let's have a look. If we place these down the middle, I believe there should be 9. If I've done this right, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So 2 more. That's perfect. There we go. So hoe and hoe there, and then we need to do 2 extra ones at the top here, which is where the wood reappears at the top. I'll put the picture back on the screen again now, so you'll see what I mean. That's where the wood runs through the middle. Now the outline, we're going to do all of this with carrots. I didn't pick up carrots specifically, but I've always got carrots with me. It tends to be my favourite food when I'm running around. It's a cheap food to bring with you, so let's use carrots around here, and then we'll go down the handle. And what I might do actually is I do have something else to show you today other than this build, and I think obviously all of these things are going to take a little while to grow. I've not brought any bone meal with me actually. That was a bit silly. I should have brought some bone meal with me. What I might do is I might sort of cut ahead in the video after I've got all of this planted, and then while we're waiting for it to grow, I'll show you the sort of video clip and the video clip I want to show you is of the last weekend just gone, where we opened up the visitor centre, and I want to show you what everybody did when they what everybody got up to. A few new visitors, a few people revisiting that have been here before and come back to see the progress that I'd made. And yeah, like I say, a few new visitors as well, plus a familiar face. If you've ever seen any of my old Hunger Games videos, and it's been a while since I've done Hunger Games, I must admit, my internet connection tends to be too unreliable these days to play things like Hunger Games. But if you'd have watched my old videos, you would have seen my old nemesis, and that's Orange Peel. Oh, what have I done? I've planted the wrong thing here. How often have I done that? Oh, loads. Have I been doing that the whole time? I think I have, haven't I? Oh dear, look, all the wheat seeds coming out. I think apart from that first batch. No, that was wrong as well. That was wrong. Oh, look, I've got them all wrong. These were all supposed to be carrots. Oh, I'm glad I didn't waste any bone meal on those. So when did I start doing that wrong? Pretty much straight away by the looks of it. There we go, look, carrots there. Carrots. Carrots, quick, before it all starts becoming untilled again. There we go, we're getting there quickly. What was I saying? Oh yeah, Orange Peel 06. Orange Peel 06 used to join me in Hunger Games quite regularly, and he used to kick my butt quite regularly. That's part of the reason why I don't play anymore, to be fair, because I wasn't very good at Hunger Games, and every time I played I died, and 9 times out of 10 I died to Orange Peel. So yeah, he makes his way into the video as well, as like I say, as well as a few new visitors, some names that you might know from the comments. Actually, regular commenters on the videos, that they also managed to get their faces in, so that's good. Right, so these last few bits here, these represent the blade, and these blade parts I'm going to make out of potatoes, because if you didn't know, potatoes are definitely the sharpest of all the vegetables out there. If you're going to make a blade with a vegetable, I strongly recommend you do it with potatoes. I am joking. Right, okay, so our farm is basically done. It needs lighting up a little bit. What I might do is I'll stick some torches down for now, just so that we don't get anything spawning on top of it. But I think I'll do my usual thing. I'll make a few finishing touches and show you a bit of a montage at the end. But for now, I want to show you those who came to my visitor centre in the last weekend. So for now, Brian, come and have a look, mate. See what you think. What do you reckon? Looking all right, isn't it? It's looking all right. I'll tell you what we will do before we end the video, before we before we go and have a look at the visitor centre from this weekend. Let's have a quick run around and see if any zombie villagers spawn. I can see a creeper has spawned. I'm not interested in you. Any zombie villagers? Can we find ourselves a zombie villager? Because I am in desperate need of a couple of extra villagers now. I want one to run my taking inventory shop. I want another one to run my acquire hardware store. So at the moment we only have the one villager, but I could do with a few more. Not seeing any. It's quite well lit around here now. Stuff doesn't spawn so much anymore, apart from creepers apparently. No, it doesn't look like we're going to get one. Let's have last look over there, because it's quite dark over there. No, I think that's it. I think we're not going to see anything today. Oh, well, that's a shame. I'm sure another one will turn up, though. I'm sure another zombie villager will turn up at some point. And, yeah, when he does, we will make sure we get him cured in the Monster Hunter Monument there, and get him working in one of our shops. We'll see. Oh, so I think what we'll do is I'm going to say goodbye for now. I'm going to thank you all very much for watching. I hope you like our new Time to Farm monument. And yeah, until next time, I hope you enjoy the next few minutes from this weekend. And yeah, I'll see you in the next episode, which will be online Friday. Till then, I'll say goodbye. Goodbye.
You